Fala galera, nós estamos de volta aqui na Intermodal, no stand da Sea Blue Cross Trades, trazendo para você o melhor conteúdo de comércio exterior e com gente incrível. We have our partners here, so é a primeira vez que nós temos aqui a possibilidade de, no meio da feira, com a qualidade que só a Teu Studios entrega para você, gravar conteúdo de excelente qualidade direto da Feira Intermodal, a maior feira de comércio exterior da América Latina. E nós tivemos a presença aqui de mais de 40 mil pessoas, com certeza. E toda essa energia nós queremos passar pelo canal para você. E vamos conhecer agora um dos nossos participantes, o Clément. Ah, ele é francês, tem os olhos azuis e é lindo. E vamos bater um papo com ele a respeito da vida dele, da primeira vez dele aqui no Brasil. E nós vamos fazer tudo isso em inglês. Ça va?
Ça va bien,
Ça va bien.
Ça va, yeah.
That's nice to have you here, Clément.
Very happy to be here.
And I was telling to our public, this is your first time in Brazil.
It's my first time actually in Brazil. Very excited to be here. Very excited to discover Brazil for the first time. And it's
When
actually...
I see you around, and I think you are almost Brazilian because you're so comfortable talking to the people talking to you, everybody coming to you. I was very impressed to your performance.
Thank you. I think people have been very warmly welcoming me here in Brazil. So I feel like very lucky, you know, as a foreigner to be warmly welcome with everyone. So it makes me feel comfortable. And
since this is your first time here, I have to ask you some difficult questions.
Aye.
And we will, of course, ask you questions that will bring interest from our guys to you.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is your first time here. Before you come, which was the legendary imagination on your mind before you come here? What were you expecting to find out? Because this is a personal question. I'm not asking you about business because I know business, you want business, okay?
Yeah.
And you don't know if you're gonna have more business or not. That's a question mark that will not be answered now. But what's Clément expectations for coming up to Brazil?
I had really big expectation actually, you know, like coming from France, going to Brazil is like really exotic. It's a special thing, you know, it's like, the dance, you know, the energy of the people, you know, the warmth.
So far so good?
So far really good. Like my expectation was high, but it's like it went beyond expectation.
Really?
So far in the first few days, it's been only a few days, yeah, but that's kind of what I was expecting from the locals, and I have no disappointment so far.
Thank you, and you're more than welcome to this warm country. In a very warm country, you arrived, right?
Yeah.
How many degrees was in France when you left there?
Actually, I flew from Finland.
Ah, you were in Finland.
I flew straight
Even
from Finland.
worse.
So Finland was like -5, -10, and I came to Brazil, and it was.
Warm town.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But you didn't arrive here 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about 50-degree sensation.
So I'm lucky then.
Yes, you were lucky.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so now we know that you were here, that you arrived here, and you feel the energy from the people, and you are warming up with everyone. What about the expectations for the business so far?
The business so far, so we have been starting to do some business with Brazil like since a year. Some agriculture, because it's a big thing here in Brazil.
Really, yeah.
And the goal really of coming here was to get to know the people, get to understand a bit more about the market, about logistics, and I think so far it's been successful. So whether it will translate in business, I don't know, but it did translate in some extra knowledge.
It will depend on so much factors that we cannot cover, right?
Exactly.
But call me the attention because you called your company Legendre.
Yes.
Tell me about the story of Legendre.
So Legendre is a long story.
Still human. I love this logo.
You do? Yeah. Really happy to hear this because that is brand new from last year. So
it's very nice.
Very excited. So Legendre, it's
bleu, blanc, rouge. I love it.
Yes. A bit proud of being French, as many people say that the French are proud. It's a bit true. So Legendre is a family business. We have
family business.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
For how long?
For 75 years.
75 years is
a bit more, 78 actually to be exact.
Wow,
yeah.
This is a legend.
Yes, that is a legend for Legendre. Yeah. So we've been here for a while now, and there's been 3 family, fathers from fathers to son, and we have been growing in France nicely, and we have been growing to other countries as well. So
tell me where Legendre is located in. As a company, I know you were not only in France.
Yeah, not only. Yeah.
You are conqueror. Tell me.
Yeah. So 75 years in France, but also 20 years in China.
20 years in
20
China.
years in China. Yeah.
I was amazed. There is a guy who works with you that speaks perfectly French and he's Chinese.
Yes, he's Chinese.
How did you find it? Wow, this
is a long story. You know, him, as many people, started as an intern in the company. I started as an intern in the company.
You too.
Me too. Way back. So Nicolas started with us in France as an intern. So he stayed in France for a long time, and then he moved back to China for us, and he's been doing really well since then in China. So that's where I learned to speak French.
Perfect. That's why he went for the fount.
Exactly.
Very nice.
We are very lucky to
So
have him.
what do you do? So you have the office 20 years in China, and
Yeah.
you have in France. Which places in France we have the?
So in France, our head office is near Paris area,
Okay.
in a city called Chartres. It's a cosmetic valley, we call in France, with a lot of perfumeries being made over there. Nice.
That's very fancy.
Nice.
I like it.
And we have about 25 sites in France, so we are a little bit in everywhere from Paris up to Brittany. Yeah.
Very good.
And on top of that, we are in China, but we're also in Vietnam, in Cambodia, Dubai, and in Benin and Senegal as well.
My goodness. So then we are talking about
Seven countries.
countries with own structure.
Yes, exactly.
And what do you guys do over there?
Our goal and strategy and life motto is to be able to help our customer across all supply chains. So we start with trading. We are buying and selling from
That's
Asia
something very
to
interesting. So you have someone local to check out the products, to find out opportunities and buy it for them.
Exactly.
And not only the forwarding thing on the part.
Yeah, that is totally different. Yeah, so we have 40 people in Asia, in China and in Southeast Asia that help European customers to find the right products for them in Asia.
Can they help me here in Brazil if I have
course.
a product to find out?
Of course.
So then you have to tell them afterwards how to find it.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly,
We need to put all the names. So afterwards, once we finish here, nós vamos deixar para você no nosso canal os dados do pessoal que faz a parte de procurement lá na China. Essa é uma dor que muita gente tem. Eu também tenho. I also have the same pain. Talking about busca de produtos, procurement, e eu acho que aqui nós podemos ter um grande diferencial com a Legendre.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And actually, we started working with a Brazilian company here called Casavi, which we have been helping in China to find the right manufacturer. So we help with auditing them, with doing the sampling, with doing the products development, so the products are fit to the Brazilian market. And then once they are ready, we export the goods from China to Brazil.
And it's a process. Everyone has their questions in the missionary world that you can go online, that you can go for Alibaba.
Oh yeah, that's the easy
and
way.
Find, and then you're gonna to receive what you see in the picture. How about that?
Yeah, I mean it's
not like that, right?
Yeah, it's not like that. Yeah, it's I'd say that's the way people go for it. They go online, you know, they check Alibaba, they find the cheaper products, and they think that okay, it's gonna work out. But actually, when you deal with Chinese manufacturers, and I'm saying Chinese, but I mean manufacturers overall, you see that there are a lot of issues with production planning, with quality issues, with quantity issues, with understanding each other on the communication level. With
so it's too unique.
Payment terms is also a big deal, you know, like getting what you paid for. So we are securing our customers to make sure that they control the relationship with the Asian manufacturers.
Very nice. So this is one point of Legendre.
Yes, that's one
What
point.
else?
So then we do, of course, the international transportation, shipping from, let's say, Asia to Europe and to US. We are custom broker in France, so we are helping our customers with that. And then the big part of our business actually warehousing and distribution. So we have 25 warehouses, 200 trucks in France, and and we are managing this distribution for our customers as well as the return cargo, the return logistics.
You do the reverse.
We do the reverse as well, yeah. And,
which is the main niche that you take care in France right now in terms of import business, your company?
Yeah. We are doing a lot of cultural products, like books, like cultural, like books, like
arts.
Arts. We are doing arts as well. Yeah, that's a niche activity that we have. We are doing a lot of consumer goods as well, of course, coming from Asia. So that this is most of what we are doing. Yeah. And overall, most of our customers, they are actually export driven. from France to overseas for in the industry business. Yeah.
Industry business.
Industry, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were just consuming. No, we're still exporting. Very nice. Very nice to hear about that. So then when a customer needs to buy anything from France or from China or from all the other places, they can count on a full services with you.
Which is very nice, you know. It's like, I think our customers, they like it because they feel like they can deal easily with us all across their supply chain, and that's one single point of contact, and that just makes their life much easier.
Yeah, because the chain is complex.
The chain is complex. You got so many intermediaries, one for custom, one for trucking, one for warehousing, one for sourcing. So we try to make their life as easy as it's possible. And for us, it's good too, because when they're working with us on so many aspects, then the relationship is really strong, and hopefully they stay with us for a long time.
What they need is exactly what is in your slogan. Still human. People want connection.
Exactly.
As much connection you can give them, as long as you are gonna have them.
And that is so important for us, and that's also why I'm here today. You know, it's like we know nowadays it's a lot about AI and tools, and that is great, and that
we
is
have to have them.
And we have to. I mean, that's the future. But we still believe that the human connection has a very important role to play. For us, it's key to come and to meet in person and to get a feeling.
That's what I was telling with the others guys before. We are part of Cross-Trade. You are part of Cross-Trades, and also I may understand Sea Blue as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So I understand that much early when we started this business, we didn't have this opportunity to get together. Facilities like we have the internet, the telephone. We didn't have this.
Yeah.
We have to travel from one side to the other. Like how long have you been in the airplane?
14 hours.
And it's very close.
It's close.
Very convenient.
Yeah.
So, but for you to spend 14 hours to be here in another whole week of full work, and you arrived in the office in the morning, you were sleeping because you just arrived at that day after 14 hours and you were there. So it's not easy. It was the only way we had to do business.
Exactly.
So imagine flying from one point to the other, to the other, to the other.
Exactly.
The networks makes us stronger because we can be connected to people who we trust because someone trusts. So it's a question of transparency between the members and the opportunity of connections, and that we can gather. And it seems that we never seen each other before, but it seems like we know each other for quite a long time, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And for me, it's really like, you know, there are plenty of companies out there. You know, there are plenty of companies and plenty of great companies. You know, that are doing a good job.
Everyone does a good job.
Have their good qualities and things, but for us, we want to feel like we are on the same level. You know, like. Same kind of people, like we are very straightforward, we are trying to be pragmatic, customer oriented, and we want to work with people that have a little bit the same mindset. So
how about culture? The same way of seeing the business, the same way of valuing your customer, because you want someone to be for you whatever it has to be, like it was you, right?
Exactly.
That's what your customer expects.
Exactly. That's the expectation, and for us, I mean, for everyone, customer, you know, is the key. So we want to be able to trust that our customer is in good hands when we are doing business in Brazil or in China or wherever in the world. So that's what we are looking for in networks like Cross-Trade and the
And we are very happy they went to Brazil, because then you had the opportunity to come, right?
Exactly.
I'm very happy you take the chance and you do the shot and be brave to be here for the first time.
It was totally worth it so far. So I still have a few extra days and I'm gonna enjoy everything out of it. Yeah.
Where are you going now after the intermodal?
So after intermodal, I will be in São Paulo for the next few days, meeting a few local customers here, because we are lucky enough to have a few of them already.
Nice.
And then Saturday, I'm gonna enjoy some time in São Paulo to actually.
Have you ever tried São Paulo city night and day, or just a trade show?
Yeah, just a trade show.
Wow,
so
then you're gonna find a lot of fun during these days, and I hope you come back to France.
I hope so.
And back to Brazil again.
I hope so. Yeah.
Thank you very much for taking your time to be giving so much good content for us.
Thank you for inviting
and
me.
And I really want you to just tell me how people can find Legendre. Are you in LinkedIn? How can we
Yes.
connect to you?
Yes, so you've got the name is right there, and we are on LinkedIn. We are actually on Instagram too.
Wow,
Yes,
so
yes,
you're
yes.
very famous.
Yes.
Let's hope you get rich, because rich and famous is the best way, right?
That is the goal. Yes, that is the goal. So we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on the website. So
Very
you
nice.
should be able to find us on the internet. yeah.
Very nice. I thank you so much for your participation. Então, gente, se vocês quiserem um grande parceiro comercial internacional que pode ajudar a tua internacionalização, não só na China, como na França, como na África, nós temos aqui Clement, e você vai poder encontrar os dados deles no final do nosso link, com todos os dados, para poder conversar com ele diretamente. Somos muito gratos a essa oportunidade e vamos pro próximo. Let's go for the next one.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Gostou?